Hello, welcome back to Mr. Arsenal podcast. I'm match day Watchalong, and we are now match day 1. Or was that? Actually, match day 2. Yeah. 6:00 in the morning for South Korea, or Korean Republic, versus Czech Republic for the final game of Group A on match day 1 before we get onto Group B and C and LP and all that crap. I know. But formerly known as South Korea before they re-established themselves as the Korean Republic. Is that early? The cat's pissed off. In Guadalajara this time as well. Obviously, we were in Mexico City for an opening game where it ended 2-0 between Mexico and South Africa. 3 red cards. 2 were definitely red cards. One for me was way too harsh. But it is what it is. Teams in the tunnel now, by the way. Going to be an interesting one in the sense of, obviously, from the Korean Republic side of things, the only player we all know on a consistent basis is their captain Son, from formerly of Tottenham, currently at LA for the last 8-9 months, maybe a bit longer than that. The Czech Republic have got Thomas Souček and the former West Ham fullback Kufal playing as well. Thomas Schick as well, the striker that came prominent from the Euro 2021 European Championships. So they're the names to look out for from the starting 11s respectively. Hopefully, I have woken up for a decent game of football and not a bore fest. I've literally woke up, honestly. I only just woke up in the last 15 minutes, so yeah, hence why my voice is a bit croaky, and I'm trying to also at the same time keep my levels a bit normal levels, because the walls are thin for next door, and I don't like that. I want to be respectful, not wake them up either and cause chaos there. But as I hope for a decent game of football. I don't care who dominates, I don't know who wins, just because it's a good game of football. And yeah, decent. I've got to say, Czech Republic's away kit though, not a bad one. Different. I'll give them that. It's different in terms of colour scheme, like a full colour scheme. I mean, in like a base white, which is normal. They're normal colours, but then it's like a mix of black and gold run through the rest of the kit, instead of the usual white with the Czech. One sec. Stop being a pain in the bum. Come on, up we go. And there we go. So yeah, we'll get your score predictions in as well. What have you made? There's only one game so far we played, but what have you made of the World Cup so far from the first game? Do you think this is worth getting up for? To be honest, part of my pledge in terms of covering it from the channel side of things, covering every single game from start to finish. I won't be here for every single game, but we've got a team here that will do the shifts, put the load in and all that, and so yeah, I will get some decent sleep during this tournament. Oh dear, what are we doing? Hey. Yeah, the animals aren't at me. I've woke because now I'm awake. They have to be awake apparently. And yes, to the regulars, I got me a because I saved some of my Luke from earlier for now, because I knew I was going to need it to wake me up. It's still, yeah. Let's just go for the national anthem. So I'm just waiting. Oh, a few of the locals are in as well for this game. That's cool. Again, on the Mexican side, like we saw earlier, it looks like there'll be not a full house. It does look like there'll be a few empty seats. Look like it anyway. They might be getting it from the concourse, but still better turnout, better capacity than what you're going to probably see when we enter this tournament in the US side of things. Yeah, when we get to this, when this World Cup takes itself to the US, we are going to see the drastic, in my opinion, the drastic drop off in attendances, and rightly so, because in the prices of tickets, it's a joke. You got fucking Infantino trying to fucking justify it. No, he just can't. You cannot justify the ticket pricing. It's the cheapest. It's cheaper than '94. It really isn't. It's the cheapest out of all the events they're hosting in the next couple of years. I bet it isn't, and even if it is, that's that's still horrendous that you're trying to justify it. Right, gone to adverts, so let's go and get the scoreboard ready. This really doing my head in this scoreboard today. I want it like that. I'll switch it over like that. Blimey, Colonel, what you're ready as well. Bloody hell, fair play. Thank you for joining anyway. And Gav as well. Again, your fellow UK resident. Again, thanks for staying awake or waking up, coming around for this game. Is appreciated. And yeah, fingers crossed it's worth it. It's worth it. That's all I'm going to say. Fingers crossed. Get the rest of the house in order. There are cats moving about now. Fantastic. Oh dear. I can believe, by the way, that this game is taking place in Mexico, because considering the live footage of ITV's, where ITV are based, their pundits are based over in Brooklyn / New York. It's fun. All the referees from Amin Mohammed is the referee today from Egypt. But yeah, it's thunder. Basically, it's thunder and lightning in Brooklyn as we speak. So that we all know that was if this game was being taking place on that side of the tour, co-hosting side of things in and around that particular city. This game will be delayed to even late till even at 4 or 5 o'clock in the bloody morning. But no way, because I still have to get up not knowing that. I also do like the graphics for the team news and all that they're putting up. I assume everyone around the world's getting the same graphic, but hey. I'm always awake at night. Sometimes you hear me at a moment. Well, my neck of the woods. It's been a bit cooler actually last week. Not going to last for long though. Come Saturday, when the temperature starts going back up towards this stupid stupid high temperatures again, and not coming down at night. That's why it's going to be really interesting for me. This bloody World Cup. Yeah, I went there. Got a bit of a head rush there. It's like weird. But give me your score predictions in the chat as well for this game. How do you think this is going to go? who do you think the stand-up player is going to be? Obviously, Son's took the last, as I say, 8-9 months to acclimatise, playing in LA. I know currently in Mexico, but the tournament will, assuming Korea get at the group stages, sorry, they will move base into the States, so it's going to be bizarre. Got to move base through the tournament, it's stupid. Right, let's go over to it and run away. I'm going to go. Oh, there you are. Okay, I'll go 2-1. I mean, 2-1 either side. I don't know. Give me 10 minutes into the game. Let me get a feel of who's the teams, and I'll land on saying which one's going to get the two, and which one's not just going to miss out. Which one's going to miss out, basically. There's a few empty. I'll say that. Could be locals as well. Let's not forget. There's a few empty seats. Quite a few. Still a decent turnout, considering the prices for these tickets. I'd say it's going to be a lot. I think it's going to be a lot worse than the States. It's 0-0 and you're doing tricks and flicks. Cool. Because just over a minute in and you're doing tricks and flicks. That's clever. And hitting the ball in, hoping for the best. Yeah, considering Puma to continue to make the Czech Republic kits. I've got to say the kit they're wearing, the white, gold, brown, white as a base colour, and a brown and gold effect actually does work, and it does look good. And also considering it's Puma. I know. Going by what we saw, obviously, in the first game, in the opening game of this tournament earlier on today, or yesterday now, in the UK yesterday anyway. This is a good opportunity for both these teams to sort of not just a 3 points, but put a performance in worthy enough to give them a foundation to come second in this group. Not have to pray and hope they're one of the top 4 best third place teams come the end of the group stage. Hi Catherine, how you doing? What time is it over there for you anyway? I know where Gary is. It's like 10 in the evening, he said earlier on. Oh yeah, I want to lean towards Czech Republic, but obviously this is a younger team, bit of experience in there in terms of Safau and Sojcek, but and Sheikh striker. But still a sort of a young, vibrant team, up and coming. And Korea, obviously, we only really know Son from them not down the time in the Premier League from them not down the road. I could join in a little bit with voice only, and Wake still probably not probably a bit wound up. Might be suited for a little bit. It's up to you if you want to join. Let me know when you want to, and I'll send you a link. No rush on, I think, at the moment. Just past 10. Yeah, so but you're on your same time zone as Gary, okay. Which makes it bizarre. Considering there's going to be times when there's going to be kick-off times at 5 a.m, like 2 hours later from this. Basically your midnight. Like I say, we're working with 4 different time zones in this tournament. at this point in the tournament anyway. Considering you're part of the co-host side of things, you wouldn't think that would be an issue on your side, obviously your side of things. But no, you're having to weirdly have the same suffering that we are, but in the sense of it's like late kickoffs, not as late as here in the UK or main Europe. I mean, most of mainland Europe is 4 a.m. Not stuff in France and all that. And yeah, the neighbours of Europe around us, the majority of European nations around us are an hour ahead. The odd one or two, a couple hours ahead, but even still. Bear with me one sec, Catherine. That one. Born in the Republic. Nothing come of it. But yeah, don't feel, Catherine. You have to, I know it's got to be, as you say, what you're saying for his only, but yeah, the second you feel like you need to get off, get some rest, just say, and then yeah, you can go. Don't expect you to stay the entire stream. Hello, Catherine.
Hello. I don't think you'll be seeing much. Yeah, no. There you go. I just turned my camera on. Not that you can see anything at all
No,
of
that's
my
all right.
face.
I was just saying, literally, the second you feel like you need to go, just go. Don't hesitate. Don't hold back. And say,
Yeah, I'm.
"Oh dear,
I ended up actually going into a tornado warning for solid 35, 40 minutes.
oh, bloody hell!"
Um, so that was fun. I chilled in my bathtub. I live in an apartment building. Like, I don't have a basement to be going to. I mean, I could go
Mm.
into the hallway. I could go underneath the staircase, but you know,
I was just
mm,
saying where the channel showing this game ITV will be Channel 3 outside of England. Um, their their base where the pundits are is in the US in by Brooklyn Bridge, and it's
oh
thunder and it's like thunder and lightning there.
yeah, the lightning storm just finished up a little bit ago.
Yeah,
Been out of the tornado warning for half hour. No, sorry, 15 minutes, 20 minutes now.
yeah,
Um, oh, look at that, Gav's back.
yeah.
I just popped the chat open. I didn't realize that, that you were going live tonight. Otherwise, I would have tried to join you sooner. I mean, I would have been
Yeah.
joining from my bathroom because that's where I was chilling half hour before kickoff. This is
Oh dear.
from what I've seen, people who do the deep diving on some of these games, they are expecting this game to be a little bit more entertaining than the Mexico game, though
Mm.
I think you could call a game quite entertaining when there's three red cards.
Yeah.
Like I would say that's oh there we go, tornado warning has been cleared officially. So I mean, I didn't. I watched most of the game even after I left the watch along. Like it was still like a fairly entertaining game.
Yeah. Yes. I
I
mean,
said it was like it's usually just because it's. I mean, it's the same thing. Like you can say that the winter season ends, March 15th, but if you get a snowstorm on March 21st, it's
it is what
still
it
a
is.
snowstorm. Like it's this I think a big part of it is that Lake Michigan, there is a lot of weather that Lake Michigan can bring over. that can drastically change the air pressures, changing the direction that the wind is blowing, that then creates the need for tornadoes. But the tornado alley, I think, is pretty much done and clear. Well, I don't want to say that it's a less likely chance, but Lake Michigan drives so much of the West Michigan weather that it is what it is. I mean, I wasn't even paying attention to that there could have been a tornado tonight, but I mean, shit happens.
Mm.
Did you? All right, Ryan. I gotta ask. Did you like sleep at all?
Yeah, got 4 hours sleep.
Oh, it's gonna be so much. It's gonna be like so much more chaotic when it's a 3 p.m., 6 p.m., 9 p.m. kickoff.
Yeah, I've got a plan in motion. I think again, it's more so this group stage is going to be a pain in the ass, especially when the games are hit in the US and you've got these weather warnings and the games get delayed and this, that, and the other. But the plan is, in terms of during the day, my time, just get the majority of my sleep in during the day, basically, when I can.
Yeah. To answer Gab's question, yeah, I'm good. Um, and to answer Retroholic Gamers, yes, I am. I am safe. I am safe now. Yeah. And Retroholic Gamer, hiding in the bathtub. It's mostly because a lot of you can. I mean, going back to like World War I, World War II historical videos, like you would have kids hiding in the bathtubs because when debris starts flying in, you are at least protected on three sides. You have your bottom protected, and you have
Besides,
each side, and you quite literally lay down because large you would be more likely to have large chunks of like drywall falling on top of the bathtub, which would, as long as you're laying flat, which would end up protecting you essentially on all four sides. Like if I had an extra small size mattress, and I felt the need to do that, I could have taken that and put that over my head in the bathtub. But
mm,
they say if you don't have a basement, typically the bathroom is the safest place to be because there's usually your smallest windows in the house are in the bathroom, or there's no windows at all, and you can easily try and protect yourself by getting in the bathtub. It is. I mean, it's like we were always told when there were tornado warnings at school, like you get under your desk, you take a textbook, and you get into the not the fetal position, but kind of get on your knees, crouch down as much as you can, make yourself as small as you can, and take the textbook, crack it open, and you put that covering your neck and part of your head, which is your most vulnerable spot. So yeah, I mean it happens. Ooh, yeah. So it's now like officially cleared because all of the channels that have all of the news channels that have been streaming games and stuff have now flipped over to the games, to the sports. Ooh, lightning. I am safe. I am too wired right now to even try to go to sleep, especially since it seems like a lightning storm is still kind of happening.
still lingering, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Korea is taking what, their fourth corner now?
Yeah, Korea sort of took the foothold in this game so far. They're the ones sort of really going probing, trying to get the first goal here.
Yeah. Something that I guess I didn't realize, that Thomas Socek was the captain of Czechia, but he got it stripped from him back in November because he didn't go around to the away fans and like thank the away fans when they were playing Gibraltar, um, and won 6-0.
It's not they lost, and he's like, oh, God, oh fucking hell.
Um, no, they didn't say what the strength of the tornado would have been because wasn't one that got
Mhm.
there was a funnel cloud that was created, but there wasn't the actual tornado formation in my area. I think
So,
yeah, I think it's a combination of the heat and then the when you have a large chunk of the wind blowing from east to west, and then all of the Lake Michigan stuff is blowing from west to east. It's and its differences of temperatures and everything. It creates a mess. Czechia have a corner.
yeah, nothing's come of it.
No, yeah, nothing comes of it. In other news, Stanley Cup final. Third period, there's 19 minutes and 17 seconds left, and that is a stop and go clock. 3-1 to the Hurricanes over the Vegas Golden Knights. The series is tied 2-2, so Carolina wins this. They have one one more game to seal the deal. 'Cause it's a best of seven series, first to four, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's the NBA going as well?
Um, Knicks won yesterday. Uh,
Also, free.
Wednesday night. Um, it was a bit insane. Korea is getting ready for a free kick. Um, I think we're actually a lot closer today,
Pretty
right
much in
for this
sync.
game than
Yeah.
earlier. That was a that had a really good curl on it. I just don't know what if the intention was to go for a goal or if it was to get the ball on someone else. Is that
Mm.
3-2 Vegas? No, all right. So last night, all Spurs needed to do was get the ball in the court and then just time waste for the like remaining 10 seconds. Um, try and throw the ball up to get a shot off, get fouled, go to the free throw line, create more than just a 1 point cushion,
Mm.
and they did what the footballing world knows of Spurs. They crumbled. They messed up and they lost the game by 1 point. They more or less let the Knicks score, um, and the Knicks left them with like something like 1.2, 1.8 seconds left on the clock to just yeet the ball in and try and go for a buzzer beater.
Okay.
All right, so in this game, it's in Guadalajara, which
Mm.
it does have some altitude. So like altitude is it can be an issue. Uh, Mexico City has a higher altitude. And they had said it. Landon Donovan, I think that's his name. Former U.S. men's player. He had said that like because the air is thinner, the ball travels a lot differently, but it also can cause like there is a thing called like high altitude poisoning. Like you can or sickness. Like you can
Mm.
get like really sick from not being acclimated to um, higher altitudes. But I mean, you tend to see um, things get thrown further, or like Formula One when they have the race in Mexico, like the cars drive a little bit differently and a little bit faster because of the air. It's a whole thing. Like it's some people have this down to a science. But, I'm trying to see. Uh, been watching some of the EastEnders episodes. All right, so um, I don't know how to say your name, Mynamic. I also can't read very well. I'm assuming that you are a Chelsea fan as much as Gav is. Um, so
I think it's a City fan,
are
but I don't
you
know.
are you thinking that Chelsea are going to be going after Elliot Anderson?
But
And to your oh, to Gav's thing of like Forest turning down 121 million bid. Um, Forest want 120 million flat. They don't want
Yeah,
to like a 105
installments.
plus like appearance bonuses and all of that garbage
Mm.
or performance bonuses. They want to flat up. Oh, you're a City fan, all right?
Someone has to be.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Um. Oh no.
Another corner. Another corner. Czech Republic.
I am so mad that there were only four corners in the Mexico game.
Did it feel like more, to be honest, at one point, because obviously Mexico just dominated, really.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if you've noticed, there's a lot of greenery beyond around the stadium.
Yeah, they were saying in the pre-show that that there a lot of the fans in the stand you're going to be seeing wearing the Mexico green, and um,
I'm talking about the bush, the one big bush going
that
around.
too. Um,
Yes, it seems like the locals have turned out.
there are a lot of empty seats.
Yeah.
We're 21 minutes in, and I'm like, oh, we've got red in there for Korea. No, those are empty seats. Um,
I think it's going to be a lot worse once the tournament hits the US and Canada, I think.
yeah. I don't think Canada will be as bad, but I do
Not as bad.
think
I think the worst ones. I think it's worse going to be the US.
yeah, US is going to be horrible. That's where I was saying during the World Cup preview show. Like, I think it will be um, probably sitting around like a 40 to 60% capacity
Mm.
for the group stage games.
Yeah,
Oh,
way to the corner. Sojcek literally kneeing it out for a goal kick. Because he wasn't expecting it, or clearly wasn't expecting the way he hit because the way he came off his knee.
yeah. All right. So for the red cards today, um, we had denial of a goal scoring opportunity for each team. Is that a one match suspension?
Oh yeah, I did check. Yeah, all the
So
red cards are one game.
and then the other one that had to go to a
No,
that had to go to
he ruined it for
a
himself.
VAR review. Is that one a 3 card suspension? Because it looked like it was violent conduct. Like,
From what I checked, it's hydration drink. Bloody hydration already. That's gone quick.
yeah, we're 24 minutes in.
Yeah, it's gone quick. Yeah, from what I checked earlier, in general, a straight red card is a one-game suspension in the World Cup, be it VAR or not. That Gav, you ruined it, but meant by pretty much insinuating what you insinuated, that we are biased. So you should remind
We
you.
are we are trying to take things from a very unbiased standpoint right now. Oh my god. Do I want to? I had at like 2 p.m. today. I had the wonderful realization that it was Thursday.
Yeah, it felt weird.
I was thinking that it was Wednesday. Like, I was so thrown off, and I realized that late in my workday that hey, it's it's Thursday. Raul Jimenez getting his first World Cup goal. Actually, pretty fantastic if you
Yeah,
think about it.
oh, that's a good save. There's a shame the ref cam.
Oh, I've got fucking commercials.
At least we got
It's
that back. At least we've got that back to back. The old ref cam side of things.
all right. How impactful do you think the first game refereeing will be impacting the rest of the tournament?
especially the latter end of the game as well. The way he suddenly just went sugar happy with the cards. The way he did. One was justified for me. The second South Africa red, justifiable. Again, it's in my opinion. I think for me, the Mexico red was a yellow. Nothing more than that in terms of offence.
All
But
right, we are back underway, folks.
yeah, don't. That's the thing. I don't.
Oh, dude, you're gonna get a yellow for that. I'm surprised he's not getting
his
a yellow
shirt's
for
ripped.
that. No, not only that his shirt is ripped, but referee blew for the free kick. Czechia went to take it quick, and then uh, he kept on blowing his whistle, probably because the guy's shirt is ripped.
Yeah, probably
Um,
just get shirt changed and all that. Yeah.
and he still booted the ball up the pitch. Like, I'm sorry, I heard several like,
Yeah.
I am honestly a bit surprised that um that there wasn't a yellow for delaying the game like that.
Yeah. I mean, that's typical Puma quality, by the way. But barely got pulled, and it's just like, nah, I give up.
I do kind of like that, like their design on there
Yeah,
though.
I was saying earlier, I like the design, I like the colours and all. The colour scheme they've gone for as well. It actually does work. It's just in terms of the actual quality of the shirt, clearly isn't good. It's obviously the pull was bare, the pull, but it wasn't enough like that for it just to go, I give up and tear the way it tore.
Why are they
Because
kicking off at 10 p.m.?
because
I think Guadalajara is actually it's 9 p.m. local time, which
yeah,
I guess is not that far off to standard times. Like, I am so used to early morning and early afternoon kickoffs. Like, so I mean, George was talking about like, any 8 p.m. kickoffs. I know that you were looking at like what games are kicking off at 8 p.m. type situation. And I'm like, I am not used to, like, the only games that I'm used to starting late at night are Sunday night football games, NFL. Like, those and those are still, I think, usually 8:15 kickoffs.
But yeah, because just to remind you, Gav, in terms of Group A, all the games in Group A are being held in Mexico, different countries, so the time zone's different. So yeah, it's the adaptation of the time zones for them, and yeah, so
I think Mexico City is just on the eastern side
yeah,
of I think they're just on the EST, and then Guadalajara is in the central time zone,
so
like,
yeah,
like straight up. But um, right, that's not mostly charged. So let me go to my Excel file, folks, because that's how I roll. Um, oh no, it is 2 hours behind me, so it is an 8 p.m. kickoff
so yeah,
local time. Guadalajara is 2 hours behind me. Um, Mexico City is 2 hours behind as well. I guess I didn't realize that. So that was a 1 p.m. kickoff time. I wonder if they don't spring forward. I wonder if they don't go through daylight savings. Because I thought at least one of them was just 1 hour behind. Because a large chunk of Mexico is um, Mexico City is just below like it's almost directly south of Dallas, um, and Texas is only an hour behind.
uh,
So, so the reason why it's kicking off at 10 p.m. for me is because where they're
because
playing is 2 hours behind, and it's an 8 p.m. kickoff.
yeah. It's obviously we're talking about Germany. He wonders how Germany going to go on get on an air group with Curacao, Ivory Coast, and Ecuador. We'll put it this way: if you don't manage to get out of your group this time, for the first time ever asking, since becoming world champions 3 tournaments ago now, question's going to have to be asked if your manager is all I'm going to say on that one. But so yeah, as far as I'm concerned, you should walk that group.
Someone said that that's actually like one of the worst
I think
attacking groups to be in.
Carico
Because,
again.
because
They've
like
done that in
like
Carico.
like
Ivory Coast.
Morocco has conceded 0 goals. Ecuador conceded 4 goals in the CONMEBOL
Mm,
tournament. They finished second. They only conceded 4 goals.
I think.
Um,
Yeah. I think
Ivory Coast conceded very few goals. Morocco conceded very few. I don't know how many Germany conceded, but they were like these are just very defensive powerhouse countries,
I
and
think
I don't think you're going to be seeing a lot of goals. I honestly think that in the group stages, Germany will have scored 12 goals by the end of the group stages.
yeah, I think Ecuador will be a tougher game for Germany.
I think Ecuador will end up being like a 2-1 or a 2-2 situation to
Mm,
Germany. If there is going to be a winner, it will be Germany.
yeah.
But Ivory Coast and Morocco, even
But,
though leading into the tournament and the games that they played going into the tournament, they conceded very few goals. I don't see. Yeah, that's a very. I think Germany is definitely the powerhouse, and I honestly don't see any of those teams. I'd have to brush up on like how they play and like what kind of stars they have in there. I mean, we know who Ecuador has,
mm,
but the when you have a fully fit Kai Havertz and um, I'll give him credit where credit's due. Florian Wirtz, who seems to be fit and firing for his country. Like those two, I hold on. Let me pull up Germany here. It's gonna drive me nuts here. Matches. Nope, they aren't even gonna give me the squad. All right, fantastic. Um, but even the squad that Germany has, like the keepers that they have. I mean, you've got Rudiger and Jonathan Tah. I mean, not talking about horrible players. Joshua Kimmich, Leon Goretzka, Jamal Musiala, Kai Havertz, Florian Wirtz. Like, I would not want to be Leroy Sané. I would not want to be the facing them.
but, and like Gav says in the chat, in terms of Ecuador, they finished second behind Argentina in the qualifiers.
They only scored 18 goals, but oh dear lord, they conceded 4. Ecuador has. Hold on, let me. I'm trying to find a. Their center back pairing is probably one of the more dangerous ones in um, in the tournament because Hincapie is going to be playing as a center back, and William Pacho, who just got done playing for PSG, uh, that's going to be your center back pairing. And we know how good Hincapie is. Yes, it's down the left, but he's that was a shit goal kick there. Oh, 4-1 to the Hurricanes now. That's game
Outstanding.
5 adjusted, it seems. Um, I that will be the hardest defensive pairing that Germany will have to face.
Mm,
Um,
in the groups, yeah.
yeah, they listed 6 defenders. Um, yeah, Pacho and Hincapie are both 24. They're as long as they can stay fit, they're going to be probably at least 2 more World Cups, if not 3.
Yeah.
The ball seems to just be like since the hydration break, the ball seems to just be in the middle third.
Mm. But Lever seems really overdoing it, and I think the humidity, weather-wise, is obviously catching up now with the players, and they're like, "Ugh." They're trying to sort of save the energy and not run themselves into the ground too early.
Yeah, we've only had one shot on target so far. That was in the 14th minute.
Mm.
Let's see. 12th minute, 14th, 14th, 22nd, 32nd. So there has been one shot. It was high uh, since the hydration break.
Yeah, Dylan, you mentioned it. Which one's worse though? Because obviously, first time was you're defending champions in Russia, and you, as you say, you failed, and you massively failed in that side of things as defending champions. But then to do it 4 years later, repeat the trick 4 years later in Qatar with again, with all due respect, a group that you should have got out of, really, in a positive sense. Personally, I think being defending champions and getting knocked out at the group stages is worse. But just thought I'd ask your opinion on that. See if you had the same mindset or not.
That must all right. I'm going back to this hydration break because I know that this game kicked off like damn near right on the top of the hour.
Mm,
It's 10:37
yeah,
and we're at almost 37 minutes in. Like
yeah.
I I don't think that this hydration break was as long as the one earlier today.
No, it felt very
Like
quick.
granted also they're now playing in the dark, like the sun has set. Like
Yeah,
but I mean the humidity's still there.
yeah. This one felt very quick. It started and it was done in like click of the fingers. Basically, it felt compared to the Mexico game where there's a bit of breathing space when they had their hydration breaks.
Oh, goes high. Um Sunny with the miss there. Um I think the one bigger miss that Germany have is yeah, Leonard Carl had to pull out of the World Cup. How someone just got nailed in the head in the first row from a Sunny shot. He needed that to be a foot higher.
Yeah.
Sorry, the goal to be a foot higher. What am I looking like?
Yeah, then at Carl, the young lad from Bayern Munich, got an
Yeah.
injury just before the squad was announced.
I think he like if he was fully fit, I think he could have been a very productive player for Germany.
Yeah,
However, I don't think him. Oh, sorry, excuse me. I don't think him missing. Oh, just wide there. Don't think him missing the tournament um, is going to make or break Germany's tournament.
no,
He's like there are certain players for certain teams that if they were injured or were not playing, you would be fully expecting that team to crumble. Leonard Carl's not that for Germany.
I think Thomas Muller's
Maybe,
retired international,
maybe
right?
in the next World Cup that he could be that impactful of a player.
Yeah, I think Thomas
I
Muller.
don't I don't think
Sorry,
he did.
no, I think he's retired international wise. I think. Don't hold me to that, but I think he is. After
I
the
didn't. I don't.
World
I don't recall seeing
Cup.
his. Oh yeah, he retired internationally after the last World Cup.
Yeah,
Sunny.
Yeah, I've seen that chance from Sonny, by the way, that literally about a minute or so ago, from the ref's point of view. He hit it, but there was no bend to it, so it just went straight into the advertising ball base instead of having a bit of bend and potentially testing the keeper a bit more. I mean, at least they're both trying to carve out chances, and it's not like the dullest 0-0 so far.
I mean, I wouldn't really say that they're carving out chances if
No, as in
they can't even get them
they're
on
having shots.
target.
No, but they're having shots. It's not like they're both just having the ball in midfield and doing nothing with it for the entire 40 minutes so far. Was it 6 chances for Korea? I think
One
2.
on target.
None of them on target. I think 1 on target overall. But
I
as you
need
say,
goals, folks.
yeah, would have liked to see him in the Premier League. I think you're so. He was obviously happy and content with Bayern. Obviously, their success there guaranteed, and I think he was just happy to be in the role that he was with the Bayern side of things. Because yeah, even with the bit of rotation, he was guaranteed a lot of minutes, guaranteed trophies, and obviously with that comes the guarantee of getting called up for your country. It's not as demanding as Premier League. You don't know you could have come here with the talent he has and struggled. I think he was just happy where he was, and especially with the team with their success. Would have been interesting to see if he could adapt his game to the Premier League and all that, but we'll never know, will we? No, so that's got cleared. That's what I mean in terms of character, Dylan. He was he was that Joker character that, as serious as he was on the pitch, he would have his moments where he just take the piss, basically.
I can hear the dog moving around. Dog collar
No, it's the cats. The cats have
or the
got those
cat.
woke up, so they've woke up.
You know what? A four-legged being, right? All of your animals have all of their limbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, a four-legged being is moving around in some capacity, whether it's their collar moving around or
Mm.
playing with a toy. Golden
Yeah.
Knights just did get a goal back, but they're still down by two with I think 5 minutes left.
Oh, okay.
So
Free kick to
4:42 left there. We'll probably end up reaching halftime before game five's done.
probably get a minute of
God,
injury.
there's so many empty seats just right in the line of that camera at midfield.
Yeah.
Oh, nasty head injury. Brazil won 7. Germany was one of, if not the most unexpected result in the history of the World Cup. What year was that?
That was the 2014 World Cup, Brazil World Cup, semi-finals.
Oh, that was prior to me paying attention to men's football.
Yeah. No, I think it was more unexpected because it was a semi-final and Brazil were the host nation. And Germany
Oh, there we go. Go on, Korea.
all
Oh,
in.
a nice little cutback there. Nice little cross, but can't get it past the center back. Oh, the Czechia player goes up to for to clear the ball, and looks like he tries to clobber the Korean player. No, Korea loses them. No, they don't. They go out wide.
No, okay.
Did Brazil just like go into the game thinking like, oh, we're the home team, home country, like
Felt like it. In terms of the build-up, I remember the build-up. I was clear up.
thinking that they were better than everyone else already? Like,
I think they thought. it was their time to end the hijinks of not winning the tournament for so long. The home turf, and that FIFA would be on their side basically to get them there as well when if
Actually, you know
needed.
what? I do remember the 2014 World Cup. Not like who won it, who played in it, and everything, but um, Shakira and her music for it.
Yeah,
Like it was more of the music and the moments. Like
yeah,
I couldn't tell you who was in the final, who had even qualified or anything of that, but
but
I can hear the music.
if you whatever you well we don't have to do it now, but go on you. If you go on YouTube, you type in Germany 7, Brazil 1, and you'll see they'll show you highlights and all that on YouTube and all that. You'll see, see how bad defensively Brazil just fell to pieces basically very early on. I think I remember 'cause I was working that night. I remember it was like what 20 minutes in it. It was only like 4-0 in the first 20 minutes to Germany. It was, and considering I watched 3 minutes injury time by the way here for this game. Considering I 6-7 months prior to the tournament said Germany would win. Oh, no.
They cut back. Oh, dude, how do you not connect with that properly? Oh,
But yeah, Germany just went in cruise control basically for that semis, and yeah,
jeez.
put a stamper out and just absolutely annihilated Brazil like they were literally a Sunday league team. Relax.
Can we get a, do you think that in the next 90 seconds we'll see a goal?
If we do, it's going to be from Korea. Other than that, but uh, mm, I say 60-40, 60% no, 40% yes. So they all in. No,
Oh, there they
blocked.
go. Cost. No. Oh no, ball stays in. All right.
Got trapped under him, and he sort of yeah stayed in somehow. Yeah, if anyone's going to score, it's going to be Korea by the looks of it at the
Yeah,
moment, anyway.
he just yeeted that ball like
Hit and
why?
hope. That sort of yeah, didn't need to do it, but yeah, sort of hit and hope from number 8. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot. I'm seeing a lot more empty seats. And when the camera's panned out like that from behind the goal, for the
Yeah.
goal, you see a lot more empty seats. Sammy Kadira was a good player as well. Oh dear. There you go. 26th minute was 4-0. Yeah. Is it half time? I think it's half time. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plays are going off. Oh dear. Right, let's go over there. Pause
Still
on
just
that.
rocking with the one shot on target.
Yeah. I mean, I would give the edge to Korea because that actually, yeah, they're hitting hope shots, but they are actually trying to carve something out for the majority of the game so far. Check sort of prior to the hydration, got themselves back in momentum wise, and the hydration sort of petered both teams out for a while. In the sorry, in the last 5 minutes now, Korea got themselves back into having the edge a bit and trying to carve things out and try and get themselves a lead here.
Yeah, I mean, at one of these points, like I have, like it seems like Korea are more likely to get the first goal, but when Czechia have been going on the run and on the break, like they they actually show that they could be dangerous, and
Mm.
if they get to that point where they're just like getting to a hit and hope situation, but it's like if they just took an extra 2 seconds to like almost settle the nerves. It seems just to full send it and
Mm.
actually get it on target. Could go either way at this point. I do hope for your sake that there are goals in this, because I am done, folks. It is time
Yeah,
for me to go to bed.
that's fair enough. That's fair. Well, thanks, Catherine, anyway, for popping on board for the first half, anyway.
Yeah, it was quite entertaining. I mean, lightning storm. I haven't seen any lightning in probably 10 minutes now. So that'll help ease my anxiety as I try and go to bed. So I will. Holy shit! Why is there an airplane? Okay, or is that a UFO?
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Someone's in the air going below the clouds. Kind of dangerous if you think about it. But
Mm.
um, I'll see you for the USA game, Canada game first.
Yeah, Canada, Bosnia in the US part. Yeah, no worries. See you later. Take care.
All you night owls, enjoy your time. I am very much an early bird, and I am done. Have a good one.
Yeah,
Good night.
good night. Yeah, Gav, you've got to remember as well, 10:51 to say that, but it's 10, I think that because they're behind. Not say it's Thursday going into Friday, so she's also got work. That she's probably got work as well. Probably got going to work as well, not work from home. Probably the day where she's got to go in and I'll be fine. I've got my Lucozade. If I have worst case, I've got to take sips and that'll send the electrolytes around and to my eyes and all, it'll make me up a bit more. Just means, like, worst case, like, full time, I'm sure I'll go and be like, yeah, done, dusted, let's get out of it, bye. And try and get a few more hours before I have to get out properly and walk the dogs and do a day-to-day stuff tomorrow. Yay. But yeah, tomorrow, again, these group stages for the games that will be at this sort of time of night, basically. When I'm not here, it'd be like Catherine or Gary. But for the ones where I am around, the plan is to get if I can, get my winks in during the day, basically, so the body is getting its rest basically when it needs in one capacity or the other. Yeah, because obviously World Cup wise, it usually starts on a Friday, doesn't it? It never usually starts a day on a Thursday. And even then, because all these different kickoff times, like silly o'clock in the mornings and all that, especially on at weekends, it's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be even worse with all these weather warnings that you're gonna get with the US based games. Because even though I'm gonna set all my streams, all these games set up separately, I do get a feeling it's gonna be times where we're gonna clash and there's gonna be games happening simultaneously at the same time in these first two rounds of group games. That might cause a bit of chaos. Obviously, the third round of group games, like in terms of the group A's all kick off match day 3, all kick off at the same time to save any dodgy performances, so I say, and results, so I say. So it's not going to be an issue. It's just these first two obviously match day round 1 and round 2 of the group stages is where it's going to be interesting. What time do we start tomorrow? 7:45 p.m. Oh, well, for Canada, I think so. I'll double check later. Again, if it's not 7 inch, I'll do it before I go to bed again. after this. I'll get that sorted. And I'll let you know when I wake up later on. Like, oh yeah, by the way, this is when we're going live. I've got, as I say, in terms of streams wise, I'm up. I've got up to the USA Paraguay game is what's set up. We've got set up to. I'm planning to get the next 5 from the USA game onwards. Hoping anyway. Set up tomorrow around lunchtime. Get the thumbnail sorted. Into it one by one, and then literally as one gets done, set it up. Next one, set it up. Onwards and onwards. So I'm not running around on the day itself. I want to have some sort of leverage gap, sort of time gap frame. Well, not there's like a few games. I'm a few games ahead of what we're presenting basically at the time. If that makes sense. No, because it's Friday. I think obviously Thursday with Mexico is always going to be the one that the opening game. And obviously, because of the uniqueness of this tournament being 4 different time zones, we're now getting the second game only a few hours later, instead of a 4-day later normally. Yeah, plus it's a Friday as well, so we're getting this one in Mexico, and then the next game again between Canada and Bosnia is in Toronto. Hence why that's going to kick off. And again, it's Friday, about 8 p.m. our time. And then we get a few hours, I think 8. As soon as there's no issues, 8. So we're done by around 10-ish. And a couple of hours later, we're going again for the US, again, assuming there's no issues in the US side of things, with weather warnings and this, that, and the other. We're having going to LA for USA versus Paraguay. And then obviously and that's for I'm trying to think now. So yeah, it's only today in terms of Friday, it's only this game and the Canada game in terms of the UK our Friday schedule. And you got USA versus Paraguay at 3:00. I get this at the same time tomorrow. At this same time tomorrow, basically 24 hours time. I think it's a 5:00 game. Have a look. Because then it's Saturday. Because I think there's 4 games Saturday. Have a look. So what did we do with Saturday schedule? Oh no. So USA Paraguay at 2 a.m. Qatar versus Switzerland 8 p.m. That's gonna be fun. Team Switzerland there. And the main game on Saturday is Brazil Morocco at 11 p.m. Why has that been played? That's New York, New Jersey. Again, hoping there's no issues there. And then that's it. So the Sunday schedule where it gets interesting, because you've got Haiti versus Scotland at 2 a.m. and that'll be done by 4. And then an hour later, where's that one? That's in Boston. And then over to Canada and Vancouver for Australia versus Turkey at 5 a.m. UK time. So literally an hour after Haiti Scotland's done with, Australia versus Turkey will get underway as well. So that's really, in terms of me, Saturday's the one where I'm going to have to get my winks in the afternoon, basically. And then try and get a few hours between Brazil, literally a couple of hours between 11, mid. No, I can't actually, because it's 11 o'clock kickoff, midnight second half. So no, literally my winks are going to have to come from during the day on Saturday. Because from 8, or you've got Qatar, unless someone else can cover that Qatar Switzerland game. Brazil Morocco I'm going to be definitely here for. And I go into the group chat tomorrow and see if someone can do the guitar game. Please give me some sort of chance, because otherwise I'm literally going to be non-stop from like 8 in the evening, 7:45 in the evening on Saturday, and it's going to be pretty much half-hour breaks in between each show, but still not non-stop really. Because as I say, Qatar, Switzerland, Brazil, Morocco, and then Haiti versus Scotland, Australia versus Turkey at 5 a.m. and that'll be done by around 7 in the morning. And then we don't have another game until 6 p.m. on Saturday between Germany and Morocco. And then another half-hour respite between full time of Germany's game and the start of Netherlands versus Japan at 9 p.m. on Sunday. And again, Ivory Coast is at midnight. Why has that been placed? Philadelphia. Got Ivory Coast versus Ecuador. Midnight Monday. So Sunday into Monday. Sweden versus Tunisia at 3 a.m. And then no game until 5 p.m. on Monday. Spain versus Cape Verde. And then a half-hour respite, Belgium, Egypt. And after that half-hour respite again, Saudi versus Uruguay. So between all the games, the 5 games on Sunday and Monday is going to be a mismatch of even me hosting, Catherine hosting, George, or etc. etc. So it gives us all a fighting chance of not just cover said game, whatever said game, but also not running our bodies into the ground and killing ourselves basically for this bloody tournament. And then on Tuesday, back to normal. In Tuesday, 3 games: 2 a.m., 8 p.m., 11 p.m. Teams are back out for the second half, by the way. Didn't change the scoreboard yet. Wednesday's 4 games: 2, 5, 6, 2 a.m., 5 a.m., and 6 p.m., 9 p.m. I mean, it's scheduled for that. Obviously, things might change in terms of weather and things and all that. Everyone's a day by day, but yeah. Sometimes some games you have 5 games or 4 or 3 or 2 or 1. 1, 2, 3 or 2. There's where's Liam? Obviously, not this. He's got a few things. There's got a few things from Friday, or from today, basically happening. So he's got to be very family orientated. I'm trying to think now. For the majority, in terms of the early kickoffs and all that, these sort of times he'll be asleep, resting, getting his sort of himself back into a shape. I'm trying to think now. He's around for the England game. I know that much. And obviously, he's got his show on Thursday. Back on one day, second half. There we go. He's obviously got his show on Thursday at 8 p.m. Whilst there's obviously he's got to have that World Cup, his World Cup show / Watchalong for the Thursday 8 p.m. game, as it stands. But yeah, from today to Friday, so for the next 7 days, it's going to be mainly assuming the odd Watchalong in the evenings, because obviously that's when he's going to have the free time to do so, because obviously work and family life and all that, and obviously gets all the helping with his boys and all that, getting them settled into bed. So you will see him in the evening kickoffs, and obviously he's show on Thursday. Other than that, you'll see more of him from next Friday onward, basically, as it stands. No, I'm not that cool. I know he's got a busy day today. a very busy day. So I'm going to do that too. Oh dear. By the way, there's no subs from either side, so as we were 5-2-3 from Czech Republic. I didn't even pay attention to the formation that Korea have gone with. Can we have a goal, please? Make this worthwhile at the very least. It's a piss. In a sense, I get what you're saying. Obviously, it's more so because obviously he's got, not just a family life, but he's got work as well. He's got to balance that as well. So yeah, having games in general at 3:00 in the morning, he'll have to he'll just have to watch the highlights and all that to go up on YouTube or whatever the highlight shows in the morning, or record it and watch it back when he's got a chance at lunchtime or something maybe for these 3:00 games. Oh dear. Oh, you can't get a opportunity here, sure. Keep the saves, double save. And check out Republic get away with that one in the end. Good goalkeeping. Good. I'll say good goalkeeping in the sense of being there, making himself big for the rebound. Should have done better for the initial shot. Made a bit of a pig's ear out of it, but still recovered enough to make up for the mistake, so to speak, and how he saved the first shot. That's a poor diagonal ball from Korea. Now Czech on the attack. Oh, that's got blocked. I think for me, in terms of the World Cups I've lived through, I mean, 1990 I was literally 1 year old, so I'm not. That's now Italy, so it's Europe. So yeah, USA we didn't even qualify, but in terms of England, but 94 I was again trying to think now. Just turned 5. Still not, and we hadn't qualified, so I was, in terms of England, no Ireland had and all that, but the World Cup wasn't on my radio at that time at 10 to age of 5. My first World Cup, I remember like sitting down and having full focus on was 98 and onwards. But yeah, in terms of from 98 onwards, for the World Cups that I've sat down and there's been that investment for myself. In terms of scheduling wise, France 98 was obviously in Europe, so it wasn't an issue there for the scheduling because they're only an hour ahead of us. Then 2002 was South Korea, Japan, and that was ridiculous because the majority of games were at this time, from late at night all the way through whilst we were asleep. And obviously at the time, I must say, I was in fucking secondary school, like year 7. I want to say year 7 or year 8, one of the two. I'll lean towards year 7. And coming towards the end of my first year at secondary. Saying that, I remember actually saying about scheduling. Like majority were late night, all the way through the early hours of the morning into the early. But saying that, I do remember the opening game, France versus Senegal, when it used to be defending champions got the opening game of the tournament. When it used to be like that, not the host. France versus Senegal. I was at school. I remember because it was coming towards the end of the school year, and randomly, I think it was a history lesson I was in, and randomly the freaking PE teacher came in with the freaking. Remember the TV sets you used to get at school, Gav? This randomly you came in, wheeled it in, plugged it in, and switched it on. It's like some sort of plan that teachers had. Basically, yeah, we ended up watching the entirety of the France versus Senegal game, which was, I don't think what that was what. But then that was from a UK point of view. It was just before lunch hour, basically. I think that'd be like second period of the day. So I'm trying to fucking think when that was now. So even then, that was you're thinking roughly around 10:30, 11ish, give or take. That's still ridiculous in terms of opening game at this time. For us in the UK. So really, so that was that. And obviously, what was it? Like England versus Sweden, even though it was a weekend, it was early. Was it 8, 9 a.m., something like that, give or take, our time. Brazil versus England, that was literally a school day. Kick off around 6, 7 UK time, something like that. So I'm trying to think. The reason I'm rambling on like this is because I think in terms of time zones and scheduling, I think the worst one to date, and this could actually run it close, was the 2002 one, and that's because of it's because of the time zones. Like in terms of even if you're a grown adult at the time, literally all the games took place while most of the games took place while you were working or asleep. There was no sort of in between until literally the last stages where the games were taking place at the weekend. Because that was that. Then we had Germany in 2006, so back to European time, I think. And then we had South Africa. South Africa wasn't bad, actually, in terms of the scheduling. From what I can remember, it wasn't really an issue in terms of considering, obviously, as I say, continent-wise, time zone difference wasn't that bad where you, as you say, in 2002, that sort of result, 1-0, nope, blocks. So they're not really an issue with that one. With Brazil, again, normal, what we regard as normal kick-off times, so to speak. So Brazil, yeah, really the worst one for it up to this point, and this could run it close, as I say, was the 2002 World Cup. Obviously, as I say, I wasn't old enough in terms of putting my investment into it for the '94 World Cup. Plus, England hadn't qualified, so. But as I say, I was too young anyway. Even England had qualified to put an investment into it to talk about time zones for that one. Oh, bloody hell, you're up early. Bloody nice. Another early bird. I had to go and do GCSEs after we got knocked out. Yeah, in terms of myself, as a school I was at the time, because it was England Brazil, and I think they actually decided once we'd gotten through against Denmark in the previous round on the weekend. It was the weekend. I remember it being a weekend game, the England-Denmark game, because I was watching it. We won 3-0. It was a Saturday. Either way, score was that decided that basically all the students could come in either normal schedule and come and watch the game in the school, and the school wouldn't start until the game was done, basically. And even then, it was like an hour's grace, because if you didn't want to do that, you could stay at home and watch it and make your way in, basically. So yeah, I was one of the few that decided, I was to get there, watch it there, and as you say, no matter what, you got a bit of an hour. You got an hour's grace. Got an hour to kill, baby, before school and all that. So as I say, that's 2002. And I say I want to say I was I want to say year 7. It might have been year 8. I'm trying to fucking think now. Bloody hell, you're asking. Oh, you're fucking asking me now. Jesus. So I would have been first. I would have just turned. I would have been 13 as well, because obviously it would have been June 2002. So I would have turned 13 May that year. So, yeah, insomnia over here. So I'll be watching it. Fair enough, Ron. Fair enough. Welcome anyway. Hope you're okay. In general, 1-0. There you go. We got a goal, and it's Czech Republic against Run to Play. We've got a goal. Woohoo! It totally gets on a play, if you ask me, but I'll take it. That was pretty poor defensively from Korea, considering how they've been playing in this game so far. But we have a goal. We do have a goal. There we go. And it's the captain. I didn't do my GCSEs. That might help actually. 2002. I left school in summer of 2005. So it might have been year 8. It might have been end of year 8 actually. Either which way, yeah. I don't see there's an issue here. Or there might. I don't see the issue, because he sees the ball coming anyway. He's not blocking the fifth. From the angle that's just showing me now, the keeper's view is not being blocked. He knows he knows from the point before the point of contact's made by the Czech captain. The ball's where the ball's coming from, and yeah. So there's no going to be overturning that monarchy. So yeah, now I've worked that out. Yeah, back end of year 8. Bloody hell! Fuck, I'm old. Yeah, it was so weird back then. Take it back to them days, those simpler times. Less stress, more hair. Oh dear. At least, from your point of view, like you say, you'll be watching a few lines, but at least there'll be a few decent games in between at these sort of times that'll make it worth it. It's not been a bad game, but the team that's winning shouldn't be winning. Let's be honest. If Korea had taken their chances, they've had a lot more chances. Korea, if they're clinical in that final third, this would be less stress. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Less stress. A lot less stress. Simpler times. Didn't have to the day-to-day BS we have to do as adults now. Wasn't wishing time. What was it? Wasn't wishing the world away and going like, oh, I can't wait for this X, Y, and Z. Oh dear. There you go. Match stats: 12 attempts, 12 from Korea compared to Czech Republic's 3, 4 on target to 1. The one shot on target from Czech Republic that led to their goal. Okay, now. Oh, we've got a sub here. Number 11. Again, I can't see the names yet. They don't put them on the screen. I can read them out for you. Number 10's gone off. Here we go. Zae-shung has gone off for Korean Republic. And Hae-shun has gone on. The former Wolves guy, I recognise him now. It's come on, sorry. And also from an Arsenal point of view, back in 2002, even more simple at the time, because Arsenal were competing competitively domestically in terms of FA Cups and leagues and all that, and we didn't have the stresses of a fucking state-run club trying to ruin our seasons every year. Just Sir Alex, basically. Why is it Korea Republic? Why is it not North? It was formerly South Korea. You do have North Korean football team because they qualified. Was it the FIFA World Cup along with the Korean Republic? It's now known as. But yeah, what is it? But yeah, oh shit's gone off. Jok and someone else. Sholoff, Hajek, and Sadiq come on for probably butchered names there. Yeah, you've got a North Korean national team still. They're the less successful of the two in terms of qualifying. They've only qualified once, and that was for the FIFA World Cup, I think. Yeah, Korean Republic is technically South Korea, but they're just like other countries have done over the years. Just decided to change the name of their national team for whatever reason. I'm not going to get into the politics of it all at this time of morning or in general. But they decided, that they'd rather go by the name of the Korean Republic, basically, instead of South and North and all that lot. Even though there's the North Republic, instead of having the North Korea versus South Korea, you've got North Korea versus the Republic, basically, of Korea. Don't ask me why. Again, I don't know the ins and outs of it all. And even if I did, I don't want to get into the politics of it all either. What time does Mackey's open for breakfast? Does anyone know? Well, the drive-throughs. I mean, one ran down the road from me. Oh, in terms of operation-wise, it runs 24/7. They just, in terms of actually being able to enter the premises indoor-wise, they close the doors from midnight till 6:30, but you can still go there through the drive-through area or order via your apps to get yourself, or this time of day, your breakfast or food in general, basically. So yeah, it should be open now, basically, is what I'm saying. Especially if you're using an app like you did before. So check your app, see they're open, basically, if you're looking to wake yourself up. But out of these, again, Bayern England game, obviously, on Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever it is. I'm actually looking forward. There's 2 games I'm looking forward to before that. That's, as I mentioned in the earlier stream. During the Mexico game is Brazil versus Morocco. Oh, we 1-1. Oh, 1-1. 1-1. There we go. Going back on. I think they're stopping and starting to celebrate into the crowd. The players continue to celebrate. It is 1-1 again, deservingly. We've got a bit of games kind of life all of a sudden. But Korea deservingly get their goal. They have been doing the pushing in this game to get the goal in the first place, even at 0-0. And we all said it about 5 minutes ago, like, it's fucking very harsh considering that they're all, in terms of them being 1-0 down, considering. But yeah, I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna watch the replay, make sure there's no infringements. Good ball there. Keeper comes out, causes a bit of chaos. Gets a hand to it, but causes the chaos in the first place. Not a strong enough hand from the initial shot. And even then, that's fingertips, literal fingertips. I can change the scoreboard. It's fine. And we're all square again. I won't say from nowhere either, because Korea deserved. We have deserved to score in this game. They've been, in terms of creating and attacking point of view, they have been the dominant side on that side of things. Czech Republic, they're all right. They don't look amazing, but they look solid enough, and physically they're there, ready to put a fight no matter who they play. But look, going by this game so far, the better team has been Korea, if we're being brutally honest. From an attacking point of view, at 6 a.m. Oh, okay. Have a look at my end. Out of interest, because I know you're up where you are. Oh dear. Because obviously it might be different where you are, because obviously you're not in London itself. Right, let's do that. Now. Yeah, according to this, they're open now. Saying that, hydration break. Sorry, so I can chat away now. Yeah, saying that, going by Uber, they're currently open. My end anyway, but they're not doing the breakfast menu yet. They're still doing their main menu. So yeah, breakfast wise, it's not till 6. By the looks of it. Open at 6. So yeah, hydration break here. At least got a couple of goals now. It wasn't. He hasn't played it to dull 0-0. But yeah, physically, from a physical point of view, Czech Republic they do look like they're gonna get involved on that side of things. It's just offensively they do look lacking, for want of a better word. Overall, anyway. For whatever reason that is, again, it's a bit of a mix of the a young squad with experience around them. But I mean, the Czech keepers kept him in the game a lot tonight or morning. But yeah, I mean, Korea's goal. They deserved it. There's no bitterness towards it. They did deserve a goal. They did deserve. If this had finished 1-0 Czech, I would have been shocked. with the amount of chances that have been carved out by. By the way, this hydration break for the second half is taking a lot longer than the first half's hydration break. Morning, Yusuf. How you doing? Oh dear. I was about to restart, but then I went, no, we'll restart again. Oh, 18 minutes left and I can go back to bed. Yay. Oh dear. That's a massively overhit pass. Remember at the start of this, I did say 2-1. The final score would be 2-1. I did say who 2, but I said 2-1. Like, it's 4:30 in the morning. I don't really fancy fucking burger and fries and all that at 4:30 in the bloody morning, to be honest. And yeah, in terms of the cup thing, the only two players I'm interested in, it's obviously David Beckham from the England point of view, and Thierry. Mainly Thierry, because obviously from the Arsenal, even though he's wearing the France kit, it's Arsenal. The others, the others I've no interest in, and I know for a fact, because I've no interest in the others, I'll get the others. But yeah, if you make of this one, because I does have a cup. The players that are you've got Grimace Cup, Henri, Bex, Son. I can't remember the other two now. Yamal, and who's the last one? Can't remember now. But yeah, and the annoying thing about these the annoying thing about these cut things, you don't when they did their friends thing, you knew what you're getting as I get passing over to you. You knew what was in the box, so to speak. Oh. And you could swap if you got duplicates. You could go in and say, okay, can I swap for this one? I ain't got this one. No issue. Looking into it, apparently you can't. You're not allowed. If you got duplicates, tough shit. Basically, again, you get it's in a bag thing. The bag doesn't indicate who you've got either. So it's just like, ugh. But yeah, you've got people getting duplicates already and knocking these cups up for like 20 quid and more on Facebook and eBay, for fuck's sake. It's a joke. My son got some. Yeah, I saw you mentioned that earlier. I can't remember the sixth, the fifth player, but sixth cup was the country later. But yeah, as I say, there's only two I'd be interested in. One from a nationality point of view, and the other is an Arsenal thing. That's just being brutally honest. But the price is ridiculous, by the way. Freaking 9 on 10 quid or more, depending on what size. If you have a medium or large meal, and even then, I was asleep before this. I did get a few hours skip between the Mexico game and this. And don't worry, I'll be going back to sleep for a couple of hours once this is done. I've only got 14 minutes left. I'm not doing all these games on my own, by the way. As I say, I will be getting this at 8 o'clock kickoff times. Oh, 2-1, there you go. Czech Republic. Sorry, Czech as well. Yeah, sorry, Czech with the goal. Set piece FC. I wonder if anyone. Oh, the flag's gone up. Flag's gone up for offside, so that's going to be VAR check now. They are checking. They have to check now because the ball was in the net. Right, ball, where was. Oh, 22. 22 was off. Side check, there you go. Yeah, it was side check. I thought it was 28. So yeah, side check was off. Because we didn't change the scoreboard, eh? But yeah, fucking back the meal things. McDonald's like it's either Big Mac, a Mac plant, or 6 nuggets with a six chicken nugget meal thing. Like, and they charge you an arm and leg for it for either Big Mac, Mac plant burger, or nuggets with fries, said drink, and the cup side of things. And if you want Big Mac sauce to dip in, you've got to pay for it. Fuck right off. All these companies like McDonald's are getting have been getting way too greedy over the last 10 years plus. I can remember, what was it, 4 or 5 years ago? You'd have your savers menu, and your cheeseburger was 99, normal cheeseburger 99p, double would be like £1.99 or something like that. So, but again, food in the top in the saver menu, value for money. And now, double cheeseburgers, they're like fucking over £3, like £2.50 or something like that, or £3 something like that, £3 something like that. Ridiculous. There's the XG's gone up, 1.43 for Korea, 0.50 for the Czech Republic. And 2-1 to Korea. There we go. The Korea got at the other end. The goal got disallowed for Soy check for offside, and within 2 minutes, Korea got at the other end and scored. What could be the winning goal now? I will wait just to make sure. There's no flag. I don't know if it's gone up. There's a shot on the crowd. I don't think there's any infringement. I don't think there'll be any issues. But just to make sure, so I have to mess about the bloody scoreboard in a second. Rightly so, statistically, rightly so, the team that's now winning deserves to be winning, basically, statistically. Right, let's have a look. Right, he's onside there. Yeah, no issues. No issues whatsoever. I can change the scoreboard. Cool. And the Korea Republic take a 2-1 lead. I thought the drink actually came in the cup. Would have made more sense, to be honest. Saves on the paper. By doing so, would have saved on said paper of the paper cups. Oh yeah, I know. As I say, I know. In terms of World Cup meals, it's Big Mac, Mac plant, or nuggets. So much variety. Yeah, back at the way. So, what could have been is an hour worst night for Czech Republic. What could be a smash and grab has turned into no. And now we're getting the cramp, I'm injured. And Kilfowl's going, literally as I seen him say, get that up. Burst come over and said, don't you dare start this BS. And suddenly he's up, I'm okay. I'll walk it off, sorry guys. Long throw FC, into the box. Oh, off the line. Did he save it? Keeper saved it, I think. It looks like the keeper saved by going by the camera's reactions there. Otherwise, that would have been 2-2. All in, cleared. Oh, going to take it again, are we? I think that's going to make us. No, goal kick. Don't know what. What's he get? Again, I haven't sounded, so I don't know what's going on. Here's a chance that should have been 2-2. Oh, yeah, the block from the defenders just go to keep a bit that extra few seconds to get himself across and get his body in the way there. Is Coasty still good down your end? Up. Jesus, 5.5 for delivery. Jesus, I wouldn't check. It's not open now, so I can't check in terms of the top pricing for delivery now. But that price is fucking ridiculous. I mean, 10 years ago, this is price comparison now. 10 years ago, you could get fucking, was it the 14-piece bargain? Yeah, the 14-piece bargain bucket for $17.99. It's now just shy of 30 quid. The inflation is ridiculous. Oh dear. And in terms of the quality, it's like it's a brand. From a consistent point of view, no. It's basically you just pot luck depending on who's working and if they know how to do their job properly, basically. And if they know how to cook chicken properly. Because I shit you not, there's times where I've ordered, and the chicken itself is, in terms of the batter, what you want to, it's not batter, but the bread, you know what I'm saying, the actual skin, the outside a bit of it is not fully cooked through in terms of it's not crispy enough, and basically it's just softer than here, but also with the same in the same instance at the same time the chicken is not fully cooked through, and you're taking the fucking piss. That's another thing that annoys me with these apps, these delivery apps and all that. If there's an issue like that, 9 times out of 10, they for some reason, even when you provide photo evidence of the situation, they tend to side with the restaurant in this case, and go, yeah, we can see there's an issue here, but we're not going to give you a refund or a partial refund, or we can't. The other thing is, I even state I don't want a refund. I just want I want an order sent out that's actually cooked, that's safe to eat. We can't do that. We have to do for all of them and all that. We'd have to give the refund fully for you to then use the money again to put the order through again. No, fuck off. Mess about with all that malarkey. Lockdown chains, all that. If you lost, yeah, coming out of the pandemic is what really, when everything really did change. I mean, getting a haircut again, even things like getting a fucking haircut. Prior to the pandemic, it was £9 getting a hair. Well, where I am anyway, to get a haircut. It's now £14. Since we've come out of it, it's now gone up to 14 fucking quid. A joke. Oh, days. Sinking into this chair is not a good idea. Oh, that is that as well, yeah. There's a malfunction with the fucking thing in the air. Pardon me. We've got a few minutes left of the game, but to reconfirm, I won't be doing all these silly o'clock kickoffs. It won't always be me. You will have the Catherines and your Gabbies and all that side of things. Our good friends over that side of the pond taking their veins from time to time as well, giving me some respite at least. It's going to be free. No, you're going to mess about with it and lose it, and now check on the counter. Right, gonna find out in a second. How much in? I'll say 2 minutes injury time potentially. Maybe 3 at a push because of the hydration break. And then I'll say the hydration break was longer in the second half than it was in the first. Yeah, I will do. I'll let you know in advance and all that. 6 minutes. Okay. Oh, because we did have a VAR check. Yeah, the VAR check for the check goal and all that. Yeah, they got disallowed. There has been in terms of subs, quite a few as well. Ref's having none of it. I don't know what he's asking for. He's holding his head like he's hit me head, but clearly, if he's hit your head, VAR will be getting involved. Trust me. So I don't know why he's complaining. This is one thing about footballers these days. I don't get when they do this because, like we all know, we as spectators and they as footballers know, there is. What the fuck are you asking? There's VAR's there. The cameras are there. There's extra eyes on everything basically. For the Canada game, for the Canada versus Bosnia, later on today, yes. USA Paraguay, I will confirm it. I know Catherine's going to be around for that. I believe she's hosting. I'm going to double check. I need to double check. I need to double check. I think she put herself forward for the host of that. So, yeah, I'll double check and I'll let you know. Later, basically, yeah, as soon as I can. I'm going to try to get a couple more hours sleep after this. Set me an alarm. I've got a few hours. As I say, I've got a few hours winks. Prior to getting, literally, I woke up. I got set me off at 2:30. Woke up at 28, 2 minutes before the alarm went off. So I just turned the alarm off and got myself ready, basically. Almost 2:02. Really good game. As I've got to say, A, for the timing and all that, but also full due respect to Korea and Czech Republic, been a decent game overall. Korea, I think saying edging it in terms of performance-wise is a bit harsh, but yeah, deservedly leading the game, and looks like they're going to see the game out. Well, look at it in the attack here. No, it got blocked. It'll be tough to save. Not really. It's not like I've got. It's not like, again, I've just been taking sips. This is the same bottle I had from the Mexico game earlier. So for this, I was just taking sips. It was mainly when I got up just to give me that boost. But yeah, not been a bad game at all. Can't complain. Will you shut up? Wouldn't mind your eyes are closed, mate. You're making noises. Oh dear. Really gonna have to. Obviously, even when I'm not here for these silly o'clock games, really are going to have to push and promote these out on the socials as well, just to get the eyes and ears out there for the night owls that are going to be around. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, as I said, was it last week? Between if I'm not drinking this, I'll be having a big mug of coffee next to me. Oh dear. See, thought it would be an issue in terms of the same side of things, so I don't be taking sips. I mean, you make a bit of a big deal out of that, but okay. Literally last few seconds there. It's make or break to try and nick a point out of this for Czech Republic now. As soon as this ball gets hit, I think the whistle will go. Ball gets cleared. Oh no, we've still got it. It's still in play. Czech Republic get it back. Let's go about it a bit. No, oh, there's an air shot. Loses the ball, wins the ball, loses it. It's been cleared, and that's it. Full-time whistle goes. Korean Republic win 2-1, and they're off celebrating, getting them 3 points. Very important 3 points on the board, because obviously, as I say, going by what we saw earlier with the first opening game, Mexico should get through comfortably in terms of winning the group, going by how they played. It was very important in terms of fight for second, getting it. If you could get the 3 points today in this game, getting it. Korea got it in the end. I mean, they had to do it the hard way in the end because they did go 1-0 down. The quick and efficient response though, in terms of getting the equaliser. Then it looked like they had another setback with Sojcik scoring from a set piece, but then he was deemed offside, and the VAR confirmed he was off, so that got disallowed. And then in literally like a minute, 2 minutes, Korea went up the other end in open play and scored what turned out to be the winning goal in the end. I can do it on mine, the promotion. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. It helps. That'll help from your end in terms of that would help as well. But yeah, it does seem like going by what I've flipped back and forth every now and then, checking the numbers viewership wise, compared to earlier, been a very obviously very quiet one. Yeah, same thing as Mexico. Yeah. And yeah, now I can go off now. Get a few more, couple more hours, couple more hours of sleep before I get on with my day. I'll be back, guys, later on about. Well, I think now 7:30. I think that's 7:30. I've got set up. Bear with me a second. I'll just double check. Go away. 7:30. Yeah, 7:30 p.m. UK time. All set up, ready to go between Canada and Bosnia and Herzegovina, Bosnia basically. That's taking place in Toronto. It's like 8 p.m. kickoff. Go live half hour beforehand, and go and then obviously USA after that. But yeah, got a nice good bit of breathing space for going forward for today's side of things anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna get myself out of here and get myself a few more hours of sleep. And yeah, you're seeing what we're going for 5 in the morning now, so about 13 hours time basically, 12 and a half to 13 hours time you're going to see me again for Canada versus Bosnia, and then a couple of hours after that it'll be USA versus Paraguay. But I need to double check. I think Catherine put herself forward for the hosting of that. I need to double check though. And let's see who else is joining her. But apart from that, yeah, if you haven't already, do hit the like button. That'd be massively. That's a bit of a weird question. I'd be massively appreciated if you haven't already hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. If you want to become a member, hit the join button as well. You've got your 2 options, both reasonable pricing as well, like really, really reasonable pricing as well. Aside from that, yeah, I'm going to get myself out of here. Go and get some rest. More rest anyway. Was it better, again, game, considering it's, again, here in the UK, 3 in the morning. And with all due respect to both nations, going into this, wasn't the worst game in the world. And you really can't complain, really, in terms of considering. I did say 2-1, I didn't say who to. I did call it for 2-1 there. Put your channel link in here, right? Oh, bloody hell, you're asking. Right, now you're bloody asking. Will you give me a break? By the way, I just talked to the cat behind me. Is it that one? I don't think it's that one. There we go. Oh, so anyone else on Gav's channel, here's your link to my channel as well. So if you're on Gav's channel, you want to check us out over on the Arsenal side of things, feel free, basically. Don't have to be an Arsenal fan either, as Gav and others are a case in point on that one. Yeah, see you soon. Take care. And as always, come on England, basically.